This is not advice. I'm not your advisor. Lemrangy's back. Let's get some questions. First time car loan, 50% down payment, 772 credit score, but 5.9% APR. Bought a used car for 20 grand. You put 50% down. Finance guy took a look at your credit. I don't really understand. You just wanted to get out, so you went with 5.9. You feel like you were insulted. For a used car, like 4, 5, 6%, that's all pretty normal. So I'd say it depends where you bought it, but that's pretty much what I would expect. You could pay it off in 3 months. Yeah, I mean, I would probably pay off a 6% loan pretty quick if I could. But yeah, you got to shop around beforehand. If you got a bank or credit union that'll offer you a better rate, that's usually the way to do it. Usually the financing at the place where you're buying used cars isn't so great. I don't know, is it from CarMax or where'd you get it? It doesn't matter, but for a used car, you're not going to get the rates that you see on a new car because they don't have the same margin. So you're not going to get like a 0 or 1 or 2% loan from the dealer usually. ESPP, RSU vest, wash sales. Man, you got a lot going on. All right. So in September, I don't know why it's in quotes, but you exercise your ability to purchase company shares through the ESPP. The date the offering period began was 3/25. So that's from the pricing. The employer's USPP offers 2 6-month fiscal periods, 15% discount, and the lower of the two prices. That's pretty normal. It's usually a pretty good deal too. Shortly after this ESPP purchase, an annual vesting period was met where you were awarded compensation in the form of RSUs, restricted stock units for anybody that doesn't know what those are. My tax selection on the RSUs was defaulted to sell to cover in order to cover your tax liability as it was income. The transaction occurred on 10/15/19. You're preparing your taxes, and you're seeing that the sell to cover resulted in the RSU vest reporting as a wash sale. This disposal also resulted in a short-term loss. For the most part, you understand the rules. You're wondering if it's possible to make a wash sale loss adjustment. I don't know what you mean while you're typing it like that. Your reasoning being that you had no control over the timing of executing those transactions. Well, I mean, of course you did. They're your responsibility, which resulted in it being a wash sale. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a big deal, man. I don't even understand from your post what the net difference is. So are you saying you realized a loss and then you didn't get to realize it because you got washed out? That's sort of how it sounds. Probably not a big deal, right? You'll just sell it next year and you'll have the higher basis, so it'll be fine. But I'd be really surprised if you get away with anything. I mean, it's your job to understand the date you're doing these transactions on. Silent partner questions. This is a good proposal. I haven't seen a post like this for a long time. Okay, you got a question about making an offer to a silent partner, and we're wondering if this is a good proposal. The business you're looking to purchase costs $3 million and is in the medical billing industry. You have 20 years of experience, your other partner has 25 years, you just don't have the capital to purchase it. Annual net cash flow of this business is $950. You need the silent partner to help secure the loan for the business. $400K from the investor for the loan, which is 10% down, plus an extra $100K. Debt service works out to $400K per year, which leaves the business with $550K cash. You'd return $200K a year to the investor, and then $150K in perpetuity with a 20% equity stake for any future sale. For example, if in 10 years you sell the business for $5 million, the silent partner gets $1 million. Okay, you're relatively young, so you probably would not sell, and the silent partner could just get the $150 for a while and then a lump sum after that. Your main interest is to get the investor his or her money back as soon as possible. Yeah, I mean, if you really can cash flow that much, it seems like a pretty reasonable deal. I mean, if somebody was offering me something like that, I would assume that it was extremely high risk. And then there's a whole bunch of other questions like who's going to control the company. Guaranteeing the 150K a year is probably pretty good. A pretty important thing for you to have in there, because there's a bunch of issues like how are profits going to be counted? Are you going to start paying yourself once the cash flow is going, and would that hurt the profitability and hurt the debt servicing? It sounds like a pretty cash flow positive business. I'd be pretty skeptical if I was the investor that you're going to hit these pro forma numbers that you put out, but I'm assuming they're reasonable. Yeah, putting in 400K and getting back 200 until you're totally paid back, and then 150 a year after that. I mean, that's going to be a pretty good IRR for them, plus 20% stake in the company. So, yeah, it seems kind of reasonable. I'd probably, if you knew somebody that would go for it, I'd ask them about it.